Hey, how's it going, guys? Got a question. What would you do if you were lost? You'd want to build a shelter, right? What better location than this right here? You got water here so you can purify it. Got a trail there that you know someone's gonna come along. I got a pile of wood set aside there, and I got that part here set up. I went ahead, I got a whole bunch of stuff prepped first to show you. I found this dead tree right here. It's wedged in there nice. Perfect like that. And it goes down here. So you know now this wedge there is not gonna slip off. Maybe it will. We have a solution for that. Come with me, check this out. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to make a super fast, like a log lean-to. You can add debris hut to it if you want, make it a debris hut, but it's getting warmer out. And if you carry a survival blanket with you at all times, it won't be an issue. Aha, there it is. Now, when I was getting some logs, I happened to find a vine on one of them. That main log had a vine on it. Check that out. That is just what we need. So yeah, this is like a four-wheeler trail. So you know people have been through here. People do come through here. It's getting dark out. See the sun starting to set? So right now, it's very important that you get a shelter built, and then you want to get a fire going. You want to get firewood and start a fire so you can be warm throughout the night if it gets cold. It's probably gonna get cold tonight. So let's put this here and let the fun begin. I'm gonna hit this button here, make sure that I can see. And that'll work. All right, guys. Also, just to let you know, the ticks are really bad right now. So be on the lookout for that. Trust me, you don't want Lyme disease. I got it and it's no fun. Now you could build like a big frame shelter, like I will eventually. But you really don't need one of them. You just need something you can get into and stay warm, mainly with your body heat. Small shelter's a perfect shelter. And if you find vine like this, always set it aside and save it. Because if you don't have paracord, which I also always have, something like this would be very valuable. Grab it like that. Get up here. Try carefully not to break it. We don't want that to happen, but it did, so that's okay. Just tie this if we can. You also want to make sure you're not near any widow makers. You look up, it looks pretty good up there, but that could a branch coming down in the middle of the night could really ruin your day. So instead of being able to make it out alive, you end up dying. That ain't no fun. Not how I want to go. Alright, so we'll just go like that. Look at that. Ooh. Nice. Perfect. Go up like that and around. Gotta love homemade cordage, especially when you didn't have to make it. That's a skill I need to work on too, is making cordage. It don't break. There. Nice and solid. You'll want to get... Where's my knife? Aha. Always keep track of your stuff like your knife. You don't want to lose it. That's taken care of. That there, we don't really need to kill that. We'll move this out the way. So yeah, so you'd be able to get in here, lay down, have a little fire right here so that you're warm enough. And let's get to it. Like a bare bones shelter. Quick, easy to go up, only temporary. You're not hurting the trees or anything. Using only dead stuff, and like I said, you can pack with leaves for insulation. As long as you don't knock your frame apart as you're building it, you're good. Perfect. You'll be able to slip right in through there. Just gotta toss stuff up on here, that's all you gotta do. I want to get this built quick as I can because it's getting dark. Now, this is not an emergency situation. I am actually perfectly safe, but I'm showing you what to do in case there is an emergency situation. And you should really hang around till the end because there's something really exciting that you need to see. You'll understand why I said to look out for widowmakers. If you're wondering what a widowmaker is, that is, well, if you already know, that's awesome, but if you don't, a widowmaker is an overhanging branch that can come down at any minute and kill you, hence making the guy no longer alive. So a female becomes a widow, or a male becomes a widow. Yeah, I guess there's male widows, right? I don't know why I just automatically think of a female being a widow. But yeah, if you look, see how quick this goes up? You just want to make basically a framework out of these, and then you can throw leaves and stuff on it after for insulation. The more insulation you put, the warmer you'll be. Pretty good, pretty quick. They don't take long to build, that's why I love these type of shelters. And they don't damage anything either. All this stuff is dead wood. Then you can just leave it here. Kids walking through will find it, they'll want to play with it or something, who knows? Use it for firewood. In case you're stuck out here, you need to make a fast shelter just for the night, make one of these. The next day, you can go through and make a more permanent shelter if you plan on staying for a while. Use this as firewood. And always, in any survival situation where you're lost and you're making a shelter, try to think, what if I am lost here long term? What will I do? Always pretend or prepare for it to be longer than what it's going to be. Because you don't want to make a temporary shelter that could blow over really easy or not be very insulated, however you want to pronounce that. Something that's just a quick throw together for long term. Because in a real situation, you could be lost for a few days to a few weeks, to like the kid up in Alaska that got lost. And he was there pretty much all summer, maybe even longer. I forget his name, but it's from the book Hatchet. Amazing book. Very good lessons to be learned out of that book. Look at that one. A lot of people I know, when I talk about that book, they're like, yeah, when I was in school, the teacher made me read it. I read that book 3 or 4 times. Then when I got to school and they had us read it, I read it another time. I knew that book well, and I read it anyway. See that? Just like that, the framework is there. There's actually edible mushrooms on these, which I'll get to at another time. Explain them, but they're wood ear or black fungus mushroom. I think you could eat them raw, but it's always a wise decision not to eat anything raw that you find, mushrooms wise. Could be cross-contamination for spores and all that, which could be a game changer and could be death if you're out here in a real situation. Now you might be thinking, dang, that shelter's looking pretty good. Yeah, it's starting to look great. There's one problem. You can't see it right now, but I'm about to show you in 1 minute. Okay, so first of all, it's like that. You could shimmy in like this. Turn yourself around carefully. Like that. Voila. And then right here you get a little fire going, or even not, you put something up against it. So you got yourself a shelter, right? Perfect. Use a bunch of pine boughs, bark, leaves as insulation. So you can take all these leaves and pack them up like that. So it'll cover it. But it's great of a spot as that is with all this water. What's one problem? That widowmaker there is not the problem. Look up there and look at the base. I want you to see something. Watch that. Oh yeah, where's that lined up with? What's gonna happen if you're in there in the middle of the night and it gets really windy? You wanna see?